too loudly. Yeah.
Hello, Mag fans!
Right, slightly different backdrop today. We thought because it's a nice day.
Yeah.
Isn't too nice, so we're going to get burned.
Yeah.
Just a nice day, a nice backdrop with the horses here. They might even come make a cameo because they do tend to come over and chill on our cars or stuff that we leave too close to the fence. So today we thought we'd just
have a little chat.
A random chat.
Yeah, chat like outside in the sunshine.
We don't know much, but it's just our thoughts and things and
thoughts for the day.
Yeah, that's a wild man thing. Don't steal
that.
Oh
no. Thoughts for the year.
Thoughts, yeah, we don't think much.
No.
Yeah, so we thought we'd just have a chat about magnets and if slot cars really are back or not.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start?
Or do you
want to flip a coin?
Let's flip a coin. Have you even got a coin?
We'll flip a magnet.
Okay. If it goes on a metal surface, though, it'll go one way or the other, won't it? Come on, strong man.
Right, so if it lands, that's heads up, the roundy bit.
Okay, heads up. Heads for slot cards are back.
Yeah, tails for magnets.
Yeah. Slot cards are back.
Slot cards
are
back.
That then, shall we?
Well, they are because it's official.
Well, yeah, they're on the table.
So yeah, Ian, are slot cards back?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
I hear random things all the time. Like, are they back? Of course they're back.
Right.
They were never gone in the first place.
Yeah.
And this isn't any offence taken to people that have said either or and all that. And we're not on the fence.
Just want to explain it a bit more, I think.
Well, in our
head.
In our head.
Yeah.
How we think it is. I think stock cars are back.
Yes.
We've been in the industry for quite a while now.
2012,
not as long as, but we've always enjoyed slot cars, like many of you watching it. Since a kid, but we managed to make a business of it from 2012.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think they are back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slot cars, are back.
I think COVID was one of the catalysts.
Yeah, COVID. Yeah. Well, you hear it all the time. You hear on the videos and that. Yeah. Oh, when did you get into slot cars? During COVID.
Yeah, got it out of the loft because they had nothing better to do.
Because some people say they were never gone in the first place.
Yes. So if you think about, like, we learned a lot when we went to the Slot Car Museum in LA.
Yeah.
The LASCM.
Yeah.
LA Slot Car Museum. That back in the 60s, 70s, there was raceways all over America.
That's a cool museum, by the way.
Really cool.
So if you do get an invite, if you're over at Electric Dreams and you get an invite to go there from Marco and Scott, then do make the effort and it's invite only. But yeah, if you do get a chance, get there.
But yeah, back in the 60s and 70s, there'd be raceways all over America, and you'd go along and you'd wait an hour to have a race. There'd be like 8 tracks there. You'd wait an hour to have a race, and then you'd join the back of the queue again and wait another hour. Yeah. And there's 8 tracks, and they were 8-lane tracks. So
it was a big affair.
Yeah.
There was wives there, partners.
Yeah.
Kids, and the racers in teams had matching suits.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like I rock up like, well, excuse my attire, by the way.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, I've been working on bits and pieces. But yeah, they used to rock up in suits. They had matching suits. Yeah. And I mean proper jackets and briefcases of all their stuff. And they used to rock up in different
a briefcase race box.
Yeah, briefcase race box.
Yeah.
And it was all the height. It was and it was absolutely huge, way bigger than what it is now, I think.
They were like, I suppose, height of technology almost back then. It was like you didn't have better, like I suppose you could argue we do now.
Yeah.
So then it slowly declined as things changed.
This happened in the UK as well. I know the Stock Car Museum is based on American stock car history, but it happened here. Yeah. Since I got back, I had a little look online, done a bit of research in the night, when the kids can't sleep and all that stuff. Yeah. I just sat there on my phone, and it seemed that was happening in the UK as well. Yeah, got quite. Obviously, we weren't born then.
No.
But it was. And
I remember as a kid, my dad getting all his stuff out the loft, and he used to say it was the biggest toy. It was like,
and that's why everyone's got it in their loft. Yeah. Every single event we go to,
multiple people,
and there's about our age people. So my dad had all this Scalextric, and it's all in our loft. Yeah. And every single household had a massive box of stock cars. Yeah, in the loft. Yeah. Now, not every family now has a box of slot cars sat there that they play with. No. So they're not even actually back, so to speak.
They're on their way back.
They're on their way, but they're definitely,
they're definitely improving. It's definitely
improving. Yeah. And then it declined, didn't it? Like you said, it got bigger. And then why did it decline?
All they said at the LA Stock Car Museum was like the models became less models and they became just more like objects almost.
Yeah, it was just the speed, wasn't it?
Yeah, the speed.
So they weren't car looking. So like we all like just the car.
Yeah.
And we love it because it's a Corolla and it's signs and you got the Lamborghini and it looks, the NASCAR and it looks
the
cool.
Chevrolet.
But what happened where it got such a serious business, the stock car business, it started going away from cars. Yeah. And they were just more wedges. Yeah. And maybe that's where the wing cars
it's almost like, the Bluebird car that's at Uni.
Yes.
And it's just like a bubble with 4 bulges for where the tyres are, and it's meant to be a slipstream as well. It doesn't look like a car.
It doesn't do anything for me.
No, exactly.
It doesn't do anything for me. No. And then all the stock cars and manufacturers started
making that
because
that's what people wanted.
Yeah, because stock cars started getting a big business and this and that. And it was booming, and people wanted speed rather than
a car.
I'd say sexy looks.
Yeah. I mean, especially this one. Doug. I mean, what's that about?
Oh, that is cool.
That is cool.
I mean, I don't know if you can see that, guys, but yeah. I saw it on eBay randomly. Someone got a car. I don't even know what it was. It says Hornby Hobbies, and I don't know.
Yeah, it looks Mondeo or something.
Yeah, but they turned it into an actual banger car.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
But anyway,
digress.
So where were we at? Because I've totally lost my brain. We were talking about.
Yeah, but anyway, they turned more to objects, didn't they?
Yep.
And because they got a bit boring objects, then
they
kids weren't that interested, and then the younger generations were then picking up the cool boxes.
Yeah.
Because I know my kids, they wouldn't just pick up that the wedge. They pick up because of the colours and the car looks cool. So that generation then run out, and the younger kids weren't picking the boxes up because they didn't look cool and like cars and swish and fancy. And then it was just started dying out, and it nearly. What's
more sweet?
That's because you're sweet.
I am sweet. I've had too much Coke today.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, then that's why it died out. Yeah. And then it completely. There was the hardcore-ish, and I'm sure a lot of you are that have been stock car racing all the way through, or just dabbled. And just dabbling at it at Christmas doesn't count, really.
I mean, every now and again, me and Doug, as in our teens, I would go around Doug, do all my stuff, he'd have all his stuff, we'd make the biggest one we could, from his kitchen to his lounge to his dining room. Luckily, he had a big open plan one, which is quite rare for a house in England. Yeah. We don't have much space. So that's where our love for it came from. Yeah. And then
it's but anyway, and then I think slowly it's just started coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
there's more and more manufacturers of cars out there.
Way more. Yeah. There was never this amount of manufacturers of cars. The amount of cars we're seeing through. Just check out the news channels from Travis and Dave. I think Dave mentioned the other day is crazy amounts. I can't remember the numbers. I think one manufacturer had like not the big Carrera or Scalextric, had like 20 odd cars come out in a year, 25 different ones. That's crazy. Imagine trying to design. We don't even release 25 products.
No, rarely.
So and that's due to it. Stock cars are
coming back.
They're coming back. So I think they did go away.
Yeah.
Apart from the hardcore, they didn't completely go away. No. They did, but I think they're on their way back. And I think stock cars are back.
Do you think the digitalization of track has helped bring some new younger people in?
Probably, yeah, because it's fun, isn't it? The digital racing and the thing of overtaking and stuff.
Can you remember, like, in 2012 when we brought that first massive set that was digital, and our reactions to the lane changing and stuff that first night in my flat? It was literally like
it's crazy.
It reignited our love for the stock car. We were able to be on the same lanes, overtake, block.
Yeah.
And then we found that we could link the laptop to the track, and oh my god. Wow.
All this stuff.
It was just like that reignited it for us. So I guess for the younger generation, it's important that there's some of this fun stuff out there, as well as all the, I suppose, the traditionalist analog.
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like all the digital and all that stuff, and that's where we start talking about magnets. At the moment.
That's a good into it, isn't it?
Yeah, there we are. We won't do it just yet.
No.
But I think because
that wasn't planned either. That's literally just come in my head.
Well, we didn't actually. we just thought, we'll have a chat. Yeah. And we've sat down. We've literally did no notes.
Knocked you off track. Digital young people.
Yeah, digital young. I think you need all this, like you said, the tech.
Yeah.
Because they're so used to video games and all this stuff going on, and you can modify cars, can't you, on all these games and all that stuff. So they can do that through the laptop and the computer. They can change the weather on there.
Yeah, breakdowns, fuel levels.
You can change like the dynamic of the controllers if you're just using Scalextric controllers. because they're obviously not going to buy like the Falco and True Speed controllers.
Yeah, the £500 Apex.
Yeah, so you can do that. It's basic terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can do that all through the app and the system, the Scalextric Arc stuff and that.
Yes.
Yeah, or the program we use, I know you can't you?
Yes,
The
SSDC, yeah. You change the throttle curve. And
throttle curve on that for each,
the amount of
racer.
braking. And
obviously it's not in race, you can't do it in race like the racer, so you do it all from the laptop. But that's where I think the kids like it, because it's all on the computer and they're fiddling around with all the software on the computer.
Absolutely.
And then obviously when they get into it more, then they'll probably go and buy the Falcos and the True Speeds and the Snaps controller and all the other controllers.
Synapsis,
that's it. You saw Eric's track call.
I did see track call, yes.
Cool. But yeah, that's our thoughts on that. And just jump in on the comments if anyone actually watches this video.
Yeah, we'll try and reply to any comments below. So
and even if you don't agree with us at all, try not to swear at us. But just throw it in the comments and just have a chat and a debate and
we know where the delete comment button is. So no, I'm joking.
I know, and that same person will press the unlike button.
Yeah, true.
But we just thought to open up a bit of a chat and see what happens.
So that leads us
then to magnets.
Yeah. So if I put this back a little bit, away.
What do you reckon about a new hashtag? So I know people are going to do a new thing about doing a new hashtag. I think there's room for a new one. Yeah, but the old one now I think it's got a good footing. It's like a foundations in a house. Because it's been used so much, and if everyone keeps using that hashtag in all their videos, like everyone that makes content, then it helps the whole algorithm and gets new people seeing everyone else's videos.
Yes.
It
helps the algorithm know that people are talking about the same thing. So then it thinks, oh, this thing is becoming more popular, and it shows it to more people.
And there's like 70 YouTube channels because they're growing all the time. There was definitely not this many YouTube channels.
Not even a year ago.
A year ago. And we've been, like I said, we've been in the business and keeping an eye on all that sort of stuff for ages and ages and ages. And there was hardly anything back in the day. There was a few of the the hardcore ones, and we know who they are. No point mentioning them. Windy. But if everyone uses that same hashtag, it's, like I said, it's got its foundations now.
Yes.
So I think we should keep it. Add a new one in there. As well. But I think it's pointless starting. Well, not pointless, but do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So stock cars are about. Use that as a hashtag, everyone. Even if you don't really agree, it just helps boost everyone else's channels up. Which can only be a good thing for the hobby.
So, magnets, Doug.
Magnets, oh, there we go.
Should we have magnets in slot cars?
Magnets are mentioned in a lot of people. If anyone has a talk show, I know the Aussies do. It happens in Pete's in the comments all the time. Track fans, I think on Marty's as well. People always mention magnets and stuff like that. So we thought we would put our view on magnets.
Those of you that watch every single minute of the commentary from the Scottish Nationals, we did talk about it very briefly.
They probably fell asleep after the bar.
Do you think magnets are a good idea, though?
Yes.
Why?
Because, again, it's like the digital age. It helps the youngsters and the new people get into the hobby. And the reason being, it keeps it fun. You drive a car with no magnets, and you don't know how to race, you don't know how to use a controller and all that, and you drive a car with no magnets, you're going to slip and slide, and you haven't trued it. Because if you haven't been in the hobby before, and you've just bought a car, doesn't matter what car it is.
Well, the chances are you've probably bought one of the cars that needs a magnet more than the ones that don't, which is another debate, I suppose. But if you drive a car without a magnet and you have never raced before, and you're literally picking up a controller, you will just crush everywhere. You will just slide around and crash everywhere, and we have the experience to say this. That is the 100% truth. Because we obviously do events, and we've done thousands of events.
We have probably seen over 1 million people through.
Potentially in 12 years of doing several events every week for 12 years.
And that is sometimes it's all day, every day, different people all the time. And we have seen so many people go through that haven't. You've done events in different countries. And people have not even seen a slot car track. They don't even know what Scalextric is or anything like that. If they didn't have magnets, they would crash. They would not enjoy it. They would never pick up another controller again. And they would just quit. They
wouldn't come back.
So
like, it's broken.
It's a good gateway.
It's
a good gateway into the hobby. Some people still like magnets through and through, all the way through. But I think without magnets, I think the kids wouldn't like it.
No.
They would soon just throw it away because they'd be crashing everywhere.
Yep.
That's again helps with the digital age. You can slow the cars down.
Yep.
So all these things like the Scalextric app on the Carrera one, you can just reduce the power down to 30%.
Yes.
The kids love it. They stay on. They're likely to stay in the hobby then.
Yeah.
And that's my view on magnets, and I think they're
totally.
And it's not just kids; it's adults as well.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen it at a party? The ones that are just some of our slot cars, we've had them so long, the magnets seem to have lost them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happens with magnets.
Well,
by the way. They lose their magnet traction.
Yeah.
They're like years old or whatever.
But also, like, we've got like a set of Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
And like when one breaks, we'll put a new one on. So they're not evenly matched. We know that.
Yeah.
And sometimes people work that out. And if they get the worst of the 6 cars in the race, they get bored very quickly, don't they?
They put the controller down, and they may not ever look at another stock car track.
Yes.
And you never know what, we might have actually put them on stock cars forever because the car wasn't good, it wasn't that great, and it was a bit slippery.
Yeah, that's it.
And whatnot.
So and if you also think about people when they come into the hobby for the first time, they're not going to be going for the premium brands. Like we said, like some of the nicer cars, they don't need a magnet because the tyres are good, they're set up so well out of the box.
Yeah.
But most people are going to be buying, let's say, I suppose that whole toy/hobby debate, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're gonna have something that isn't so quite so good. So it relies on that magnet a bit more. We just see some of the Carrera cars on the Carrera track. Yeah.
You can blast those round. I've got one.
Yeah.
Is it one here? There we are. Yeah. That one there.
No, not that one.
Because that one's old, wasn't it? It was this one.
Oh.
Yeah. The body will come off because it wasn't stuck on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good. You're going to fly around, but you know what? Someone will love driving that round.
Yep.
You get an 8-year-old or an adult that's a bit tally-ho with the throttle.
Yeah.
They're going to absolutely love it, and they're going to go out and buy it, and then they'll get into the hobby and realise, maybe let's maybe experiment with no magnets because they're picking up on some of the other channels.
Yeah, they're learning to treat their tyres and set the car up
properly.
So
I think definitely 100% need magnets.
Yes.
If people ask, and then magnets all day long.
Absolutely.
To keep them interested and involved.
Yes.
With the hobby, and then move on.
Yeah. And then if they decide not to leave their magnets in for the entire of their racing life, that's fine. If they're having fun, that's what it's all about, having fun.
Yeah.
So
it's a bit cliche.
It is a bit cliche, but it's totally true, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. They're a toy. They're here to give us enjoyment. So yeah.
Yeah.
Magnets.
It's like I'm not a fan of the wing cars at all.
No.
I don't even see where, to me.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't see the attraction in it at all. It's just too fast. They don't look like cars.
Yeah.
Even some of these big open tracks with no scenery.
Yeah.
I know I build scenery and that's my job, but sometimes I'm not keen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not keen. It's just a car just going round on a slow, basically.
Well, if you imagine, if you were racing a real car,
Yeah.
would you like to race it up and down a boring runway?
Yeah.
Like in the middle of nowhere, or would you like to run around the racetrack that's got the buildings and the grandstands and the trees
and the banks and the billboards
and which one's going to be more fun?
Yeah, so that's my personal preference, and we've all got our preferences.
Yeah.
And
there we go. I think we're rambling a bit now, so
yeah,
I think we've maybe come to.
But I have actually, I have actually grown to like non-magnets because I've always done magnets, haven't we? We've worked in the industry.
Yeah.
But after doing the nationals, I know we spoke about it, and racing that car with no magnets and getting used to the thing and having it over grip.
I
thought they were joking because we didn't know much about it.
Yeah.
And someone said, "Hey, over grip." I was like, "Over grip?" They're like, "Surely you want grip? You've got no magnet. You want grip, so it sticks and goes around the corners, but you don't."
No.
Because then it just lets go and then crashes. You need it to loosen up a bit.
It's somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle, and I enjoyed that. As from someone that's never really modified a car, and that it's really got me into wanting to modify cars for myself and maybe even scratch build a car.
Okay.
And I've been watching some of George's videos and Shotgun Dave and that, and they're actually doing all that. And I know
soldering iron out.
And I think Pat Stotts has just got a kick from them as well.
Yeah.
I am super tempted. If we don't have many events, and I know we're busy, but it's getting one of these and actually just getting the soldering iron out and just trying it out, and seeing what it does. And then trying to, because we're getting a slightly bigger unit as well, and we're thinking about building a permanent track in there. And building a car, and
maybe we should record you building a car, Doug.
Yeah, do bits. Yeah, from someone that actually genuinely. I know people build cars and say they don't know anything, but I genuinely don't know how to do the scratch buildings side of things
That'd be
for the
interesting.
cars. It would be interesting. Yeah. Anyway, cool. On that note, I think we've gone on enough. But yeah, in the comments, just throw in your things, whether you agree or don't agree, whatever.
Yeah.
Just throw it in there.
We thought we'd just have a random chat. So if you like it, let us know. If you don't, tell us, and we won't do it again.
On that note,
see you later.
bye. Boom.
Boom.
Oh, was it recorded?